What's good? Welcome to another draft analysis. And I'd be lying if I said this was the first time recording. I'd also be lying if I said I was not fiddling with my logo. Um, Something I take pride in of this team is this logo. Probably one of my favorite logos I've ever gotten for a team logo. Other than that, see here another draft analysis for the Sold to Association ran by Apparator. Um, yeah, as you can see as the title, Um, yes, it is true. Uh, I was the seventh pick in this draft, and let me say some of the picks that were before me before I drafted this mon. First mon went was I'm pretty sure was because 2, 4, 6. So yeah, mons that went before me were Dragapult, Iron Valiant, Gouging Fire, Darkrai, Palafin, Iron Boulder, and then it was my pick. Now, I will say this: maybe there could have been a possibility there was a little you know what I'm saying, involved in this pick. But I will say this: no matter if the was involved, Tera Dedenne, first overall round pick for the LA Lanterns. And yes, we're doing these sprites today. We're doing these sprites. Doing the animated ones. Yeah. Tera Dedenne, we're rocking Electric, Stellar, and Fairy. Now, yes, you look at the stats: 67 HP, 58 attack, 57 defense, 81 special attack, 67 special defense, 101 speed. Um, Little did you know, Dedenne actually has crazy tech. Um, this is the only set that I will say that I'm going to try to bring is weakness policy, agility Dedenne. Um, it straight up, if it's pulled off, it will straight up sweep an entire team. Dedenne will just go through an entire team. And you guys might see one of the craziest draft videos ever. Nor one I've not tested it, so we will be testing it in the draft battle because that's what we want it to be for. But yeah, I will say some techie things with this Dedenne. This Dedenne also gets access to Grass Knot, so it actually has the ability to just like one-shot Swampers and shit. Um, it gets U-turn, it gets Trailblaze, which really isn't like that like crazy tech. Volt Switch, Charge Beam, I guess tech. But the biggest one here is Electro Ball. Now, Electro Ball, how it works is it works by how much faster you are than the Pokemon that is out in the field with you. Now, Dedenne gets access to Agility. So, with the way Electro Ball works with one Agility, it's basically like clicking a nasty plot for, like saying, basically clicking a nasty plot but in speed. Like I said, I do want to try running Agility, Electro Ball, Grass Knot, Draining Kiss, Tera Stellar, Weakness Policy, Dedenne, and I want to see if we can pull off a sweep with it. It'd be accesses, obviously, with it depends on, like I said, the matchup, but that is a set we will try. Going on to my second overall pick. Now, I will say this before we get to the second pick. There were mons that were dropped. I actually dropped 3 mons, I'm pretty sure, and I'll explain why in each one. Now, the next pick, you guys can be like, "Oh my god, no way! You dropped Corviknight," and you guys will see why later. I think it was a smart decision. Why did I just get rid of my logo? But we dropped Corviknight for Mana Buzz. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. If you watched all the way here through my draft analysis without putting in 1.75 speed, kudos to you. And yeah, but I'm saying it now. Put this shit at 1.75 speed. This is probably gonna be a long video. I actually do want to go in depth with the team because I'm really excited for this league, especially because I watched because I actually watched the full season 1 of someone in the SDA, and I wanted to join this league, so I'm grateful to Apparator for giving me this opportunity to maybe put out some, like I said, troll picks, and also get some good mons and try to make some good content for this draft league. Mandibuzz though. I saw it on the I saw this on the board and I was like, dude, another mon that could really pull off has some crazy tech, and I really think it'd be really fucking fun to try. This thing is defog. Most of the time we're not gonna be doing any crazy tech, but if we see a time where we can actually go for some crazy tech, we can. But this thing is knockoff. This thing gets roost, of course. Taunt, toxic U-turn, whirlwind to stop it. Set up throat chop to stop things from like Skeledirge, so it can't click torch on. But also it gets foul play, which is really nice, which we can run to KO mons like that have massive attack just to output damage. But like I said, the tech on Mandibuzz is weak armor, weakness policy, another weakness policy mon we could run. Mandibuzz could have some crazy tech where we could see a Mandibuzz matchup where Mandibuzz just kind of goes in. Weak armor, if it gets hit, +2 speed, procs weakness policy. Now we can just kind of go stupid and start clicking things. It actually gets some pretty good coverage, like Heat Wave, Brave Bird Acrobatics, Shadow Ball. I don't think it gets any other crazy tech. I mean, Rock Tomb maybe if you're like really fucking crazy for like a Firemon. It does give Bone Rush if you run loaded dice. Fucking Mandibuzz, I don't know. Hey, people can do things. I don't think this thing gets any setup moves other than Iron Defense, right? And Nasty Plot. So I guess Nasty Plot, that's really it on setup, right? Yeah. And it gets defog, so it is a hazard remover, which is really nice. I always tend to mess up with those. That's why I actually drafted Corviknight, was for hazard remover. But now that we're further into the draft, I made a huge decision, and I think it's actually going to pay out really well. I really like doing this. So, to our third pick. Now we did get sniped because we actually were going to draft Latios, but Latios got picked before it got back to me because of the Dedenne. I could have easily had Latios. Latios really got sniped for me 2 picks before I even got to draft it. So we got this thing, which I don't even know how it was still on the board for round 3 to even make it to me. Dragonite. Now, Dragonite, another one of those mons where you can just run. You guys kind of seeing a little bit of a trend here in a way right now. I did want to get my, at first, like I said, it was Corviknight, so I did get my Dragon Steel Fairy Core right away, which I always tend to do in my drafts. But we could run. I don't think there'd ever be a time where we'd run Inner Focus. Most of the time we're gonna be running multi-scale, and this thing, I mean, shit. We all know how it goes. D-Dance, this thing gets Fire Punch. Crazy. It gets Haze. You, like I said, in Roost, it gets Thunder Wave, so we could even bring it as a wall set. This thing gets Agility, which yeah, the BWL match will probably be up by then. I need to post that. But it gets extra Agility, so Agility, weakness policy, and again, just more tech and basic shit, you know. Another mod I actually haven't used in draft and I'm excited to use, and I'm happy it was on the board still there. And then this is where we made the decision, I think, right? Then I was like, you want to know what? On the way back up when I was coming up, I was like, wait. I said, is Venusaur in range for me to do this? To do for Tera Cap? Because you only get 18 max. I was like, okay, it's 10. And on my way up, I was like debating whether or not if I wanted to pick this mod or not, because I was debating. I was like I have to pick it now because I saw someone had, where is it, Gouging Fire, so I knew that they were gonna try to get a Sun mod. So I was like, man, I hate to be a dickhead like this, but in my opinion, the best Sunsetter. the only Sunsetter. Ninetales is not a Sunsetter. That thing is far from it. Torkoal. Now, I haven't used Torkoal in draft since Sword and fucking Shield, man. Oh my god. Oh. This fucking Mon Torkoal, dude. Do I fucking love Torkoal, dude. This Mono draft, I feel like Torkoal is just so good in draft, man. I don't know why, but I feel like Torkoal always, when you bring it to a match, it always puts in the work that you want it to put in. Body press, this thing has base 140 defense. If you guys can't see the screen, I've been putting the stats on there recently so you guys can see it. So I'm not the only one seeing stats. But rapid spin to get rid of rocks. You can set up rocks. There could literally just be weeks where we just bring max special attack modest, max HP choice specs, and just launch off eruptions. Like this mon can either can just put out massive outputs of damage, or can just sit here and just kind of be a tank and stuff. And I'm not even kidding. I didn't even fucking know this. They gave Torkoal Shell Smash now, by the way. I didn't even know this was a thing. I could run a damage calculator real quick to see like what Torkoal speed would be if I were to run Shell Smash Torkoal. Cause I didn't know they gave this motherfucker Shell Smash, by the way. I'm gonna be completely honest. I did not know that. If I ran Timid Torkoal, and I went 252 speed, and I got +2. Hold up. This ain't real. What's a mon? I'm not gonna lie. We could do some crazy things. I was just looking at CF chart out speed. Sorry about that. I know I got cut out for a second. It seems like I went away. Weather Ball, Solar Beam, Will-O-Wisp, we can burn things. Onto the next one. I actually get Sludge Bomb, which I did not know. Now, originally we picked up Annihilate, but somehow, some way, I saw that it was on the board still. I was like, I still need a ghost type. I still now need a steel type because I was dropping Torkoal. Not Torkoal. Corviknight, I really just felt like did not work on the Sun team compared to this Monarch here, Goldango. Overall, like, Corviknight's nice, but when it comes to like Corviknight's purpose in the game, in draft, or just in the game in general, it's to remove hazards and to wall things. And as on a Sun team, I don't think it's gonna perform well. Being able just to defog, and even if like it defogs and stuff like that, it just comes down to like other like mons having like moves like Weather Ball and just KOing it out and shit like that, bringing tech like that into the game, which I will probably get played against, where people are going to bring Weather Ball a lot. It's probably gonna happen. And yeah, I think overall Goldango kind of plays better into that. It has better, not better bulk, but when it comes to Goldango as a steel type, it's more of putting that damage out compared to just receiving damage. And I think it has a steel type receiving damage, especially on a Sun team if it's not Heatran. I don't think it should be Corviknight. On to my next Mon, and my second Tera Captain, like I already said, Venusaur. Now we're running Grass, Poison, Ground. I kind of went with these captains because it's just kind of more of just like kind of like a basic thing. I didn't really want to think of trying to do anything like crazy or like anything like outrageous with Venusaur, like trying to do like Tera Fire or whatever, which Tera Fire actually probably would have been nice over Tera Grass since he didn't need a stab. So I could have done that. I could have done Tera Fire, Poison, Ground. I can always change Tera types throughout the season, so. But yeah, I just went with the basic shit for right now, just Grass, Poison, Ground. All really good. Obviously, Venusaur with Growth, Venu, Chlorophyll Growth, Life Orb, just putting out crazy damage. We could run Physical, we could run special sets. We could even bring days where we just bring bulky Toxic Stall, and be kind of cringe. We could bring subsets like Leech Seed and stuff like that to kind of whittle down mons that we're not going to be able to beat. I think, like I said, Venusaur was a really good addition to this team. I don't think there's really any other mon really to pick up. If Venusaur would have got sniped, I would have probably picked up my go-to after fucking, if Venusaur got sniped, I was gonna pick up Victory Belt for my for my Chlorophyllmon. But on to the next pick, we have Necrozma. Now, before it was Necrozma, it was Hoop Unbound. Now you're probably wondering why I dropped Hoop Unbound. And it was because more of like, I guess bug types really don't play like a big role into a Sun team. So like Hoop Unbound actually kind of fits into the role. But I don't know, like I drafted it, but then I was just kind of like, I just didn't want to use it. Like it has crazy good stats, like 168 attack, 170 special attack, 130 special defense. But like once I got it, I was just like, I just don't see how it fits into this team and like actually like kind of performs well. So that's why we got Necrozma. I just think Necrozma, it gets Prism Arch, so this Pokemon receives 3/4 of the damage of such effective attacks. It does get Reflect and it gets Light Screen. That's cool. This thing gets access to Dragon Dance still. It gets good coverage moves like Knockoff. We could run Meteor Beam sets, Photon Geyser, Physical. Ignore's abilities. We could run Calm Mind, Store Power set. In my opinion, this is just a way better mon than Hoop Unbound. And also I've never used it before. I've always wanted to use Necrozma. Necrozma was always, I feel like, it wasn't actually Tera banned in this league, so I really could have. How many points was it? Necrozma was 13. I could have really went Tera Necrozma, and then it was 10 points under. I'm tripping. That's what it was. I was looking to see if Venusaur was 10 points or under. Yeah, because you couldn't Tera anything over 10 points. This is a low tier Tera. But no, I think this just kind of brings more to the table. Future Sights is also a really good move, just because you can set it out and then whoever switches in can hit by it. But yeah, this thing gets Calm Mind, Dragon Dance. We can run some crazy sets with this thing, and I'm excited to use Necrozma for this league. For a third and final Tera Captain, we got Charizard. Now, Charizard, Tera Captain, obviously we have a Sun team. I saw it and I was like, dude, what Solar Power mons? I was like, Charizard's still on the board, bet. We have we have a total of 18 points we can spend on Tera. We got 2 on Dedenne, 10 on Venusaur. Guess what? We got 6 left to make 18. We got Charizard. Charizard stats aren't the greatest. It's our second Mon with a base stat of over 100 speed. By the way, our only two Pokemon with the base stat of 100 speed is Charizard and Dedenne. So yeah, we can definitely be seeing Scarf Goldango being a thing. Or potentially even, does any of my Mons get Trick Room? Does this thing get Trick Room? We could definitely be seeing some Trick Room action with Necrozma, because we actually do have some Mons that are actually good in Trick Room. Torkoal and some other Mons coming up. But Tera Charizard. We went with Fire, Grass, Dragon. I think Grass is really good for the waters. I guess I could have went like Electric or something like that for waters and shit like that, but I feel like there's no reason to. I mean, I guess we can always change Grass. Grass will probably be the only one we change. I think Dragon's really good. Charizard actually gets really good tech. We could run. There could be weeks where we just run Scarf, Solar Power, or we could run Life Orb. Does this thing get any? It does actually get Dragon Dance. That's crazy. But we could run like something. Does this thing get anything to? But no, we could literally run, like substitute Belly Drum. There's so many things we can run. Dragon Dance on this thing. Like I said, Specs, Solar Power. There's so many options with this Mon. Like I said, I think this is also gonna be a really good fun Mon. You can run a special, you can run a physical, just like Venusaur. So yeah, Dragon gives us good coverage too. I feel like especially on Charizard at least, this thing gets access to really good Dragon moves like Dragon Dance and Dragon Pulse. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a fun Mon to bring into games. I think also gets Swords Dance. I didn't know that. And Solar Beam, that's why we have that. So yeah. What's our next pick? Our next pick, and I think fits really well on a Sun team, is the only. Oh shit! I did not mean to do that. Oops. Is the only only water type that ever should be on a Sun team. Gastrodon. Only weakness is grass. Immune to electric and water. Thing about Gastrodon is Gastrodon. I think it gets spikes, and it gets stealth rocks. Now we have access spikes and rocks. It gets sticky hold and storm drain, which are two really good things. And this thing gets access to Weather Ball, so there could be an instance where we run Rindoberry, Weather Ball, and Saber and Sun, and we could probably just knock out a grass type, live the grass, hit it with a Weather Ball, and KO. This thing is Clear Smog, so we can get rid of any sweepers. What else does this thing get? I think, does this thing still get toxic? I don't think it does. If this thing still got toxic, that's crazy. No, it lost it. But yeah, this thing gets access to Weather Ball, which is really nice. Sticky hold, so we don't lose our items. So if they try to, we could really run Rocky Helmet one of these weeks. They try to knock off a Rocky Helmet, they can't. Storm Drain. I don't care what you say. 892 base special attack. Once you get a Storm Drain off that shit could just like +1, even off of base 792. That could just get annoying for the opponent. That's why I think Gastrodon's just so annoying, because if you give it that +1 special attack, it can not only recover in your face, but it just can just do some nice chip, and it just can get really annoying. For my next pick, and I actually dropped Cobalion for this Mon, which I thought was a really good drop. We got Conkeldurr now. Base 105 HP, base 140 attack. We can always bring this thing with Assault Vest. Obviously bring this thing Guts. For the Trick Room, we could run Trick Room. We could even run Iron Fist Punching Glove. Iron Fist Punching Glove. Right? And then we could do Fire Punch. Fire Punch and Sun, Iron Fist Punching Glove. Sheer Force. This thing has access to Sheer Force too, by the way. which I didn't know. So we could run Sheer Force, Life Orb, Fire Punch, and stuff like that. Drain Punch. We can run a bulk up sets. This thing also gets defogged, by the way. So yeah. Actually, also gets Taunt. Conkeldurr, I think, is a really good mon on this team. I think we could run Guts too. By the way, I totally forgot this thing also gets Guts. If we ever get burned, Facade. I don't think it's Facade, right? Yeah. We could even run like shit. Like, we could run Guts, and then even run like Life Orb, or even like Assault Vest. So like, you know, we get burned. Now we're whatever, you know what I mean? It's just shit like that I think could be really fun with this mod. Not only fun, but puts in work. And last but not least, I wanted a Ghost Resist mod. And I thought, you wanna know what's a good bulky mod? And that is Porygon 2. I don't even know how this is still on the board, by the way. Porygon 2, probably one of the best mons. With EV Light, download, so it could get a special attack raise or a defense raise, which with base 105 special attack, getting that +1 special attack is annoying. Dry attack, having the 20% chance to paralyze, burn, or freeze a target. This thing also gets access to Trick Room, set up Trick Room. Gets recovered. This thing still get toxic? If it does, that is fucking absurd. Alright, good. Thank God it doesn't. I know it gets T-Wave, so we can pair things. Ice Beam, Foul Play, Discharge. It gets agility. It gets Trace, so we can take other people's abilities. But, yeah. That's gonna conclude it. I'll leave a link. I don't think we had the link yet. Never mind. I lied. There will be no link. But week 1 should be going up in a couple of weeks. Same with the UPA. I'm excited for both of these leagues. Hope you guys enjoyed the draft analysis. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to. It's free. Well, I sound like an ad now. Why am I saying that? If you guys want to subscribe, you can. I just do this shit for fun. I just record these draft videos for fun, if you couldn't tell. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm playing with y'all. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. I am excited to participate in this league. Again, shout out to Apparator. I appreciate this opportunity for letting me have to be in this league. Excited to play with all the new players. One person I do want to say, good Grookey Gamer. I play him in this league and I play him in UPA, so I'm happy that we get to battle him twice. Who knows? We can go 2-0 against him. He can go 2-0 against me. We can go 1-1. I'm excited to play some new people. It's been a while since I've really gotten to good competitive draft, and this is just nice to know that everyone that I'm playing against is is trying to compete and actually wants to win. It just makes me want to just try harder and try some crazy ass sets. So I'm excited for this. I hope you guys are too. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hopefully we can make a playoff run in this league. Same with the UPA. And yeah. Can we maybe just finally, I just want to bring just one home to the Los Angeles Lanterns. I've been on this brand for so long, and I've always fallen short. I've always came second, third in Sword and Shield. We just gotta bring one home. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in week 1.